I'm at the University of Costa Rica. I'm waiting for the Interlinea south to Desamparados. Not going that far south today, but I am going south a bit. And I don't know if this bus is every 15 minutes or every 30 minutes on weekdays. I think it's every 15 minutes, but I guess I might wait for a little bit longer. Not in a hurry. So I just got off that bus, and today I'm going to San Francisco de los Rios, which is a district in San Jose Canton, and a couple things I want to see here and just kind of generally walking around. Wu-Tang Clan is forever. So one thing about this neighborhood, I think this is a little bit more working class, blue collar, less affluent than other places I've been lately. And that's interesting because Los Yoses and Curidabat, which are borders this to the north and northeast, are actually, more affluent places. So I think this is a transitional zone. And, you need places with hardware stores. And there's a lot of them here. So despite this being a district, not a canton, we still have a plaza and a church. Apparently this is called Plaza Republico Dominicano. And for what it is, next to a busy road and noisy place, it's actually a really nice little plaza, nice place to rest. There are some actually larger parks, and I'm going to go see them in that direction is the plan. So right now we're walking downhill to the south. You can see the hills outside of town. So when we reach the low point of this road and we cross the river, one of the Dos Rios, we would be entering Desamparados, but we're not going that far today. This was another thing on my list of things to see here. This is Parque Okayama. And when I first saw that, I was like, is that just a native word or something, an indigenous word? But this is a Japanese-themed park, apparently. I will say this is a surprisingly nice park for where it is. It's limited in space. It's next to a loud road, but it's one of those parks where I do walk 10 feet in and I kind of do feel, oh, there's a little bit of tranquility here. So this park is one of the things I saw on a map and was curious about, and I'm happily surprised. There was a couple of other things, and I'm going to continue on to that. Next location now. Walking to my next location, I've actually seen several little parks or greenways. So this area is actually a lot more green and open than I was anticipating. So this here is what I came to see today. This is Parque el Bosque, Park of the Woods. And it looks like it lives up to its name. Obviously, this is not a natural woodland, but this is some real tree cover here, and it looks like it's a little bit more natural than a lot of the parks. So I'm going to take a little walk through here. So this is very different from what I was expecting, both from what I saw on the map and, my past experiences in Desamparados. And also, when I got off the bus and there was all those hardware stores and stuff, this is actually really tranquil, well-maintained, peaceful, quiet. So none of that was what I was expecting in this neighborhood. And actually, this entire neighborhood is different than I was expecting. And to be honest, a lot of times when I'm in Costa Rica, when I talk to both tourists and locals, they're a little bit surprised or even alarmed at the places I go. And sometimes I take that advice to heart about, where to be a little bit more careful. But a lot of times I honestly perceive that as classism, that places that are a little bit, scrappy are called very dangerous. I usually don't believe those things. And so I'm glad I came here, even though, as you get south in San Jose, a lot of times lower socioeconomic status, less facilities, less pretty. So I'm glad that I came here today and saw this, because this is quite a surprise to see a park and a neighborhood that's nice like this. So this is another little neighborhood park, Parque La Copa. So yeah, I'm really surprised by the residential character of this area, especially because I know it's close to Desamparados, which is a bit more crowded and more commercial. And also these parks are large to what I'm used to here. Obviously also coming from Montana, this is not like a beautiful mystical nature experience, but it is nice for where it is. And there's butterflies flying by. This is one more park I saw on the map, and again, happily surprised. Neighborhood park, a nice place to rest. There's a small play structure there. Some parks are for adults, some parks are for children, some parks are for both. And yeah, this area, not only did it not fulfill some of the stereotypes I thought, it's actually been the opposite. And I've said before, sometimes it's hard for me to tell what type of neighborhood I'm in because some of the signs are different. So I don't know the level of income or anything like that, but this neighborhood just maybe got lucky enough to have some nice little parks and kind of be a generally tranquil place. So I'm walking out now. There will be one or two other things to say. I'm back on the main road. The other day I was actually talking with Miles Taylor in a comment thread. I was asking, is there any times on public transit where you've felt uncomfortable or unsafe? And he said, not really. There's just one bus in Philadelphia he doesn't like to take. There's one bus in the country that Miles Taylor is afraid of or avoids. And same thing with me in San Jose. There is like a couple blocks that I will walk around near Terminal Coca-Cola. And I've been told a lot of times about places being dangerous. Sometimes they're unsavory or unpleasant, but something like this is, you know, you have streets like this and then you have nice parks a couple blocks on. So I always like going out and seeing what's real and what isn't. And this is the last thing I wanted to show today. This is a pedestrian bridge. It was on my map and I'm glad it actually exists. This is the Rio Maria Aguilar. And this flows by the north side of Parque La Paz. Unfortunately, it's not totally clean. Anyway, from here, I'm going to walk back up through this nice little park on the other side, and then through Los Yoses and go shopping at Parque Pequeño Mundo. And this video is a little bit longer than I was planning it to be. I might have brought my real camera if I would have known. But I saw a lot more and a lot different things than I thought, and feel pretty happy. So I hope you enjoyed.